Muy buenas, Game Fliperos y Game Fliperas. Soy Pescaete y aquí estamos una vez más con uno de esos juegos que nos regala Amazon Games. Cada vez al mes o así nos regala unos pocos juegos y en este caso hablaremos de Chicken Police. No sé de qué va, pero un pollo siendo policía. Vamos a ver qué tal. Es gratis y creo que es un point and click. Lo primero que nos encontramos es esta pantallita y vamos a darle a español, pues porque nos facilitará las cosas. O sea, ¿va a ser un pollo detective? Claro, porque el policía puede ser un detective de estos. Vale, vamos a darle. Tiene un aura así como muy detectivesca, ¿sabes? Nueva partida. A ver qué tal. Los muertos son más pesados que los corazones rotos.
I ran out to get a pack of cigarettes, but I left my wallet at home. Yeah, that's me. I'm getting old.
Esa.
My name is Sonny Featherland, an investigator for 20 years, and once the star of the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department.
Y es un pollo.
Half of the legendary Chicken Police. But buying a pack of smokes is more than I can handle right now. Maybe I should just lay low. Yeah, I'll do that. The most colorful place in the wilderness. For all the gods, what bullshit. The last clucking color left this city years ago. And slowly I'll turn gray too.
es que a ver, tío, la gente se droga mucho.
We're living in a vast experiment and don't even notice that everything got clucked up a long time ago. We believe in this wonderland of peaceful coexistence. Wolves and sheep, chickens and hounds. Yeah, sure, why not? It's just ridiculous. The dog eats the chicken. It's in our nature. I'm not propping up the illusion anymore. 121 days, and it's over. Retirement.
Se jubila el pollo.
What could possibly go wrong?
Uy. Son todos animales en este.
Ah, crap. My office lock is a piece of shit if a dame can pick it. She stood in the darkness. The light painted stripes on her body. It whispered secret little things that were never there in the first place.
Pues nada.
But she was no zebra. Reality was just a light switch away. Elizabeth or Charlotte? I was sure she'd have a sophisticated-sounding name. She had a bygone look in her eyes, older than this ancient building, and perhaps the whole city itself. Or maybe I'm just drunk. But she was the first womanly thing in my place for a long time, so I had to give her a chance.
Vale, la machistada del día ya la tenemos con el detective. Es normal. Oye. Vale, tenemos... Es un point and click de manual, ¿eh?
I wanted to travel the world when I was a kid, but I think I'm gonna end up dead in here whether I like it or not.
Buah. Un momentito. Un momentito. Que creo que me hace unos extraños el juego debido a que tengo el Chrome, ¿eh? O sea, imaginaos. El puto Chrome. Un cajón. ¿Qué hay en el cajón? ¡Ojo! Mi último cigarrillo.
Last cigarette. You're lucky I don't have a light, pal.
Nueva función, inventario.
She doesn't seem so dangerous that I need to grab my gun, but you never know.
Nunca se sabe. Y la placa.
And my badge. The wallet is real. The badge ain't. Chief Bloodboil took mine. So I got this one out of a pack of cornflakes, just in case.
Vale. Hemos cogido cositas de
I
máquinas.
promised myself I'd write a novel one day. I don't even know what these papers are.
Entonces, ¿qué hacer? Ah, que puedo llamar. Hostia. ¿Y llama a Peña? Ah. Bueno, va, venga.
Books I'm never gonna read. Maybe nobody ever has.
Pobrecitos los...
I don't see colors anymore. Only emptiness. Everything faded. I need another drink.
Es todo como muy deprimente, ¿eh? Muy típico
I
de...
don't even know where the key is. Whatever's inside is gonna stay there forever.
Ah. Ah.
We used to be star cops a few years ago. Tabloid press, radio interviews, and even a book series. I don't miss those days. Of course, Marty, my old partner, would disagree. He just loved the spotlight. The good things in life don't last long. The best ones always leave first. I saw that in the window of a shoe store. I never understood it, or what it had to do with shoes. This is one of the most beautiful memories from my old life, before Molly left me and took our daughter.
¿Esa era su novia?
M.B. Davis, the eternal king of jazz. The photo is from the days of jazz prohibition. I only heard the old man live one time, but I'll never forget that night. And not only because I woke up at the harbor without my gun, my badge, and my pants.
Joder, macho. Es un castor o lo que sea
The
eso.
wild gentleman. Those guys rebuilt the city after the Great Fire of 867. My heroes when I was a little chick. I'm starting to think they should have left Clawville as it was.
Vale, que podría haber... Muy bien.
Behind that door lies the kingdom of...
Vale, vale, vale. El cuaderno. Aquí es para ver las misiones, entiendo yo. Es códice. Sujetos. Escenas visitadas, una de 32, claro. Entiendo que esta es la escena. Va, va, venga. ¿Qué quieres
Let
tú?
me introduce myself. My name is Deborah, Miss Deborah Ibanez.
¿Ibanez? Es Ibáñez. Hostia puta, tío.
You're mistaken, ma'am.
Nuevo sujeto.
Oh, really? Please enlighten me, Mr. Featherland.
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Mr. Philmar Lowe instead of me. He's a nice guy.
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident I came to you.
Look, miss, I work for the police and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions even if I wanted to. Not even for...
Am I that easy to read?
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself in, would you like a drink?
Me parece surrealista. O sea, veo el detective y el pollo. Y veo... Es todo...
I don't usually drink.
Ah, ¿no?
Well, I've gotta have one. And it'd be rude of me to drink alone. So, maybe...
Venga, encima incítala a beber. Claro que sí.
If you insist. But bourbon, please.
Vaya, para no beber le gusta lo fino, ¿eh?
Thank the wild ones. That's all I have.
Ah, pues no.
What a coincidence.
Nueva nota del códice.
So come on, spill it from the beginning.
Venga. Se ponen a beber, claro, como no. Ya está. Una copa. A ver, códice. Hay cosas nuevas. ¿Qué dicen? The Wild Ones. Creación, destrucción, silencio. Vale. Vale. Bueno, y sujetos. Tengo dos. Dos. Tengo a Deborah. Vale. Es un impala, vaya. Sí, sí. Quiere más habla.
That's better.
It's a very strange matter. First, there were letters. Then it came printed on a wine bottle's label, sent as a gift. Then carved into a brick, thrown through the window. And finally, they painted it on the wall of the house in giant red letters.
I think it's time to dig a
Nueva
little
pista.
deeper. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you some routine questions.
Please, that's why I'm here.
Nueva función, interrogar. Hay que hacer pistas, pistas. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué quieres? La víctima es el objetivo de unas extrañas amenazas. Todas están escritas. Vale. ¿Qué más? El inventario. Esto es importante, esto es basura. Muy bien. Oye.
My bedroom.
Vale, vale.
Every whiskey has the same color nowadays, at least in this price range.
Oh, tío, el whisky la verdad es que siempre me ha parecido... A ver, tengo que interrogar a alguien.
So, this is the part where the interrogation comes.
Something like that, Deborah. Yes.
Claro. Pero entonces, a ver. Códice. De sujetos habíamos conseguido dos, ¿no? Ya. Clave sospechoso. ¿Eh? Vale, sin presiones, si puede ser sospechoso o no. Detectímetro.
I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage. But I must be careful about what I say to her, or I could scare her off.
Claro que sí, pollo.
Let's start gently, and when the time comes, we can go in hard. Who exactly are you, ma'am?
I'm not somebody important, Mr. Featherland.
You're important enough to deal with such a delicate matter, right?
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing more. This means simple paperwork, most of the time.
You've been thrown into deep water, sweetheart. Tell me, can you even swim?
No iba a ir con cuidadito.
Believe me, this is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you, if not even more.
Nueva pista.
Tell me, which part of the city do you live in? Calavera Hills? Flowerville, maybe?
Look, I don't want to answer that. I'm here on behalf of my employer, and not on personal business.
Fair point, Deborah. Let's try a different approach. Why did you have to visit me this particular evening?
I have my reasons. I may look like a silly little fawn, and maybe I am, but I still have common sense.
I don't doubt that for a second, Miss Ibanez.
This day is essential to my mistress, and she thought it's also important to you.
A message in itself, for sure. But to be honest, even you are.
You know what? I'll just take that as a compliment, even if it wasn't meant as such.
Nueva impresión atemorizada.
Were you born and raised in Claw?
Why do you ask?
Oh, no le ha gustado.
I couldn't think of anything better.
Well, I'm not from around here. I'm from Grassmore. Maybe you could hear I have a slight accent.
Where what is?
Grassmore, of course. You just asked.
Oh, that. Don't worry about it. I'm not
Eh?
interested.
Huh. Do you like to play with other animals?
Se ve que sí.
Oh, for the wild ones. Am I that transparent?
I'm afraid so.
Well, I'm a little rusty, it seems. Let's check.
No le ha gustado, no le ha gustado.
Do you even know what you want?
I'm very sorry, Mr. Featherland. I thought...
¿Qué pensaba?
What? You come in here, swaying your lovely hips like some kind of femme fatale. Make me have a drink with you. And expect me to believe everything you say.
Pero si el que lo han citado a beber ha sido él. El puto alcohólico.
I'm making you drink?
Ah, bien. Al menos.
Well, okay, sweetheart. You had no hand in that.
I'm sorry I wasted your time, Mr. Featherland.
¡No! Se ha ido. Hostia puta.
Why did you come to visit me?
Me cago en
Why
Dios.
not your employer herself?
No, no le gusta.
My employer is Miss Natasha Katsenko. She hasn't been leaving her home lately. Only if she really...
How so?
Nuevo sujeto. Bien.
Miss Natasha is afraid. She's scared because of those unwanted messages. And everyone knows who she...
So, she's that kind of woman.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We're finally getting somewhere. We avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no question. Let's focus on that. How did you get this address?
A ver cómo ha conseguido. ¿Cómo has llegado hasta aquí?
You know, my mistress has exceptional connections.
Vaya, vaya,
If they were so exceptional, she wouldn't have chosen me.
Vaya.
Don't be so hard on yourself, detective. You are the head of the
Crestectives,
famous chicken
Cuidado.
police.
Cuidado con la palabra. Crestectives.
Wasn't
Me
a
encanta.
raccoon with a scarred face called Zip who
Luego soy
recommended me.
yo el
He
fumado,
hates me.
¿sabes? Me cago en la puta. Hay gente
No, Mr. Featherland.
que vamos.
I don't know anyone like that.
Lucky for you, Deborah.
Oye, ¿por qué estoy bajando todo el rato? ¿Esto qué era, en realidad?
What exactly did you expect by coming?
I expected your help. Just like...
Well, that's very nice. But have you seen this neighborhood? Have you seen this wreck called a hotel?
someone reliable.
Well, I am reliable.
And discreet.
Ah.
That's right.
And thorough.
No question about that.
And has a heart of gold.
Okay, let's stop it right there.
Esto le ha gustado, esto le ha gustado. Sí, sí, esto le ha gustado.
Are you in some sort of jam?
Nothing of the sort. There are simply things better left unsaid.
Then you're wasting my time.
I trust your instincts.
Yeah, and I have no other...
To be honest, no, Mr.
Esto tiene que haberle gustado. Vale, vale.
Have you
Venga,
ever
va.
felt truly
Esta le
vulnerable?
gusta.
Honestly, very often, Mr. Featherland.
Esta le gusta esta pregunta.
Great, because that's exactly how I feel right now,
Ah.
Deborah.
I'm sorry if it's too unpleasant for you.
You know, I get that a lot, and it never ends well.
Do you like happy endings?
¿Esto es una proposición?
Not in books or movies, but in real life it would be nice for a change. But this is Clawville. Not many happy endings around here.
Not many happy endings.
I knew you were romantic at heart.
If what's between me and my whiskey could be called romance, then yes, maybe.
Hostia. No le ha gustado. Pues sí.
Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
Because my mistress trusts you.
Should that be enough?
If you really like what she thinks you are.
Damn, what can I say to that?
Look, I didn't mean to back you up against the wall.
Pero lo está haciendo.
You
Lo
have
está
a way
haciendo.
with words, sweetheart. Did you ever want to be a cop?
No, not for the world.
Huh. Smart answer. Be honest.
Esa le ha
and tell me
gustado.
what you're
No
so
entiendo yo
afraid of.
la lógica de le gusta no le gustan las preguntas esas. No las entiendo.
You know, Mr. Featherland, my mistress's partner is Hobart West.
Ibn Wessler, the kingpin.
Exactly.
Oh, nuevo sujeto.
Feathery gods, help me.
Oh, información personal. Ahora.
So you get it now. The secrecy.
Vale, vale. ¿Está metida en temas de mafia?
Mildly, I think I understand it all. Wessler. This little piece of the puzzle changes everything.
Polioxidado. Pensamientos finales. No está mal, pero tampoco es nada del otro mundo. Estaría bien por un novato, pero tú puedes llegar a más lejos. Vale, 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 vale. ¿Volver a intentarlo? No. Paso. Paso, paso. Ya mejoraré los interrogatorios. Vale, vale, claro. Hay que tener... Ah, espera. Vale, tenemos nuevas historias, nuevas mierdas y nuevas pistas. La mensajera misteriosa, jefa de la tal, es innegablemente doña Natasha Katchenko. La pareja actual de la jefa, Natasha, es el infame gángster Ibn Wessler. Perfecto. Códice. Grasmore. Es un país en el que predomina la sabana. Claro, si es un impala, tío. O sea... Vale, vale, bla, 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 bla. Es animales... Va. Sujetos. Tenemos... a Deborah. Esto ya lo hemos visto. Está asustada y guarda muchos secretos. O solo guarda muchos secretos y es una actriz extraordinaria. De eso estoy seguro, ¿no? Todo lo que dice es verdad. Por decirlo suavemente, sí, sí. Vale. Natasha Katchenko. Especie gatos, Feliz Catus. Igual que yo, ah. Ya, bueno, y también explicaría por qué recibe tantas amenazas, ¿no? No sé. Sujetos, vale, dos más, ¿eh? Tenemos al ratilla. Nombre Hobart Ibn Wessler, especie rata. Rasgos distintivos, es guapo y carismático, además de un puñetero gángster. Vale. Vale. Pues ya está. De hecho, esto ya lo tenemos. Oye, ¿y tú qué? ¿Te vas a ir ya o qué?
Photos, flashing lights,
Claro.
fingerprints. You know the drill. The evidence is very clear. Even a moderately talented detective could easily wrap this case up. Or just try the phone. 555-111.
Please, take a look at this.
Well, okay.
Perdona, ¿nuevo objeto? A ver. Bueno.
I know Molly very well. Please note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as gentleman. N.
¿Qué significa esto? Cojo la pistola.
I felt like I'd been hit on the back of my head with a blackjack. Reality tilted. Molly. Good gods. What was her name doing there? I glanced at the opposite wall with the well-worn picture frames. Like an eternally dark hole in the wall. A missing piece. She was wearing a light silk dress and singing a lullaby. The waves caressing her beautiful long legs. Why Molly? Why now?
Mr. Featherland? Santino, are you...
What the hell is this supposed to mean?
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give this to you.
Oh, of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case is becoming more and more confusing. It's starting to look like blackmail.
Un chantaje, ¿eh?
Blackmail?
Don't play innocent with me.
But...
All right. When can I visit?
Visit? Me?
Not you. Miss Katsenko.
Oh, yes. You can find her at the Tsar Club.
Hay que ir al
Didn't you
club
tell
este.
me she's not the social kind? That she's especially unsociable? Or does she only like loud and crowded clubs?
No, she's really not like that. But she owns the place.
Judging by the flyer, it must be a very busy club, especially on New Year's Eve, right?
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsenko, but there's one small problem.
Let me guess. Mr. Wessler better not know about my visit.
Exactly.
Ooh,
How did you know?
exactly.
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Sonny.
I'll talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of mine would be happy to take you home if you'd like.
I'd appreciate that, Sonny.
Otro sujeto. Nueva información personal. Nueva información personal. Claro, al principio supongo que te están presentando un poco todo, ¿no? Y así te enseñan un poco cómo va esto de... Ah, alzar, ¿eh? Vale, sujetos. ¿Qué pasa? Vale, sí. Es la propietaria del zar. Claro, todo esto, a medida que vas sabiendo, se lo apunta al detective, es normal. Vale, los lugares hemos de ir. Pistas. Natasha debe conocer a mi esposa, Molly de algo. Vale. Natasha está en el Zar Club. Y sujetos. ¿Quién es Luis este? O Lewis. Es un conejo. Un viejo amigo mío. Tartamudea mucho. Vale. Vale, o sea, este va a ser su Watson. Va a ser su querido Watson. Ok. El número de Lewis es 555932. Vale, claro. Claro, eso ahora tiene sentido. Ahora cobra sentido lo que hemos visto antes del teléfono. 555932. Vamos a ver. Cinco. 9 3 2. Creo que era este, ¿no? A ver si tengo memoria de pescado. También puede ser.
Hey, Lewis.
Ah, mira.
Am I bothering you?
course not, Sonny. Old friend, what's up?
Could you come over? I've got a favor to ask.
For you, anything. Just
Cojonudo.
Lewis arrived
Ah.
a few minutes later. He lived in the rooms above, so it wasn't difficult getting here. Not to mention that he's a rabbit.
Es un conejo, claro, de
He
un
was a
salto,
quick
sí.
hop.
Sí.
The Atlas Hotel was his inheritance. It was once a well-renowned place, but not anymore. The last economic crisis ruined it. And now, besides me, he was the only resident.
Si es
of
que
this
las crisis
enormous
hacen mucho
place.
daño. Vale. Entonces... Pues nada, vamos a hablar con Lewis.
Thanks for being so quick, Lewis. Can you drive Miss Ibanez home?
Of course, Sonny. You know, anything for you.
Thank you for being so considerate, Sonny. I appreciate it.
Oye, pero ¿no le vas a dar las gracias al otro, al conejo? ¿Le das las gracias al pollo, que es el que ha hecho ya... Llévalo tú.
Goodbye, then.
So long, Deborah. Before I visit the club, I have to take a detour. I've got a feeling
Nueva
that this
ubicación.
case isn't going to be a one-man job. And there's only one bird in this city I can trust. My ex-partner, Marty. He's going to be at the station. I can only hope he'll be willing to talk to me.
Vale, vale, entonces tenemos el mapa con diferentes lugares. Tipos de escenas. Hostia, también habrá que... Habrá que ir a las escenas, comisaría... Oye, pues está bastante completito el juego, ¿eh? Las cosas como son. Las cosas como son. ¿Qué más? ¿Qué más tenemos? No tenemos nada más. Aparecían cosas ahí. Pero bueno. Vale, a ver. Lugares. Vamos a alzar. Ah. ¿No puedo ir entonces directamente? Tengo que hacerlo desde el mapa. Pero el mapa no me dejaba ir. No. El mapa solo me deja ir a la comisaría.
It was New Year's Eve, and I was driving, half drunk, risking my whole life's work. But still, it didn't feel any different. Every day was the same. And the 121 days I had left till my retirement seemed like an eternity. When I look out the window of the hotel room I call home, I see the same thing every day. A woman in a red nightgown dances slowly in circles to smooth music. The 9 o'clock show, with a glass of cheap bourbon and the red gown with the silent music. In the meantime, the proud city of Clawville is slowly eating itself alive. And we're still
Santino
here,
Featherland.
with nothing left to lose but our sanity, while others, the smart ones,
Marty McChicken.
are already gone. Molly. Does her name really upset me this much? All those years of solitude, and I still jump without question every time I hear it.
Las imágenes son, la verdad es que son
And
brutales.
there's Marty,
No me
my
jodas.
ex-partner, who hates me, but I know I have to speak with him, no matter what. Why do I feel like the past is watching me on this goddamn night?
Hemos pasado el prólogo, vaya. O lo que viene a ser la presentación del juego con toda su...
I knew where to find Marty. At the station, we'd always draw straws about holiday duty. Marty never joined in. He always took the New Year's Eve shift, even though he had someone to go home to.
Hay ratas o lo que sea esto. Un póster. Oye tú.
Phyllis and Roy's.
Ah, son
Two
dos erizos.
hedgehogs with an arrogance typical of novice cops. They're as prickly as they look. Officious little shitheads, but harmless.
A ver, a mí este me puede parecer un erizo porque... Sí, me parece un erizo, pero este es un puercoespín, ¿no? O este es un erizo y este es un equidna, o... No sé. Vamos a hablarle, va.
Well, look at that. Hey, Sonny, what you scratching out over here?
Tough luck, boys. I may not be on duty, but I'm still a cop, just like you. Well, more than you.
Hey, you don't have to be so peckish, old bird. By the way, you're on luck. Blood boil's not in.
Oh, God. That clumsy buffalo is here tonight. If he doesn't end up in a cell again, he's lucky.
You got it.
You looking for Marty, eh?
I see you're still the brains around here, Phyllis. Yeah, I'm looking for Marty. Birds of a feather flock together.
I see you're still the funny guy around here. You'll find the giant feather duster at the
Hey, Royce, I'm telling you this because maybe you'll be able to understand. If this prickly shithead
Hostia.
makes another racist remark, I'll strangle him with his own raincoat.
I'd love to see that.
Hey, whose side are you on, you jerk?
Es surrealista todo esto.
Every time this poster disappears, good old Blood Boil puts it right back immediately. I tore it down at least 3 times already. Actually, it's a kind of passive-aggressive game for us with the chief.
Coche patrulla.
Back in the day, I used to patrol the city's streets in one of these. This happened when that old bloodhound, Blood Boil, was promoted to chief of police. Here we are again, Clawville Police Department. I've never been good at history, but if I'm not mistaken, this place has been a church, a hospital, and even some insane cult's secret hideout over the years. Anyway.
Vale, vale, vale. Mónica, vamos a hablar con
Hey,
Mónica.
Monica.
¿Qué pasa? Esos picos.
Hey, Boss Bird. What are you doing here?
Capigallo.
Shouldn't you be celebrating some...
Every day's a holiday since I got out of here.
I can tell. But what are you doing here? Are you here for a file?
Yeah, you could look after a few things for me, but first I'd like to talk to Mr. Big Beak McChicken himself. Those 2 prickly assholes told me he's emptying the magazine.
Like always. And if he carries on like that, he's gonna use up all our ammo. So it would be nice if you drag him out of there. You know how this...
For him?
You know I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so just sign here and you're...
Thank you, darling.
Don't mention it, Boss Bird.
Hay mucha más información. Función preguntar. Bueno, tenemos muchas más cositas. Oye, gente, pues yo creo que lo voy a dejar aquí. Me hago una idea de las mecánicas del juego, me hago una idea de cómo va la historia. Ya lo vemos que es una historia seria, contada desde algo tan surrealista como pollos y todo tipo de animales, pero me parece bastante conseguido. Gráficamente no está mal. Si os gustan mucho los point and clicks o aventuras gráficas en las que tienes que investigar y hay acertijos y cositas, pues este juego puede estar bien. Que sepáis que tenéis hasta el 1 de febrero para reclamarlo totalmente gratis. Y nada, lo único que necesitáis es tener la suscripción de Amazon Prime. Así que con eso es todo. Espero que os hayáis divertido, que eso es lo que importa. Ah, y si estáis viendo este vídeo desde el YouTube, agregad a Pescaete al Twitch, que no cuesta nada, coño. Le hacéis un follow ahí y yo os lo agradezco. Y así, si en algún momento queréis verme grabando en directo, pues podéis hacerlo y comentar y salir o no en los vídeos. Un abrazo, bye bye.